Hi everyone. So today I'm gonna share my Rose Girls pre-order haul. This pre-order was from like mid-August. So I placed my order on August 12th and I think it arrived to me on September 20th. I think that was a Monday, but I was out of town for some work travel, so I didn't have time to record the video before I left. But I think I'm gonna have time to get this recorded and uploaded before the RTS. So it'll be the overstock pre-order as well as some more fun blends. I'll put a picture in the video, but the RTS is going to be September 28th at 10 a.m. Central, which I believe is Thursday. And like I said, she's pouring extras, not just the pre-order overstock. So I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I really have to look at the list a little bit more in depth, but yeah, if you see anything you want, she has the Halloween samplers, lots of fun mini melters. Definitely keep an eye out for the RTS this coming week. So let me share her business card, and then she had another fun little postcard in this order. So this is the business card that comes in all her orders. And then she had this little card as well, which I thought was super cute, and she signed it from Jenny. This was my sample that I got. Then I think let's just dive into my 2 sampler bags that I got. And then I only have a few mini melter bags. So let's do my sample. My sample is lavender marshmallow cupcakes at Tiffany's, which this is right up my alley. I love Jenny's lavender, love cupcakes at Tiffany's. Lavender and bakery is one of my favorite combinations. Ooh, and it is really good. I don't really smell marshmallow. I smell cupcakes at Tiffany's the strongest, and then you get a little bit of that, to me, kind of herbal leaning lavender. It's really pretty. Oh, I love cupcakes at Tiffany's. So I'm super excited about this blend. It's so good. And her samples are perfect amount to pop into my bedroom warmers. All right, the reason I got 2 Halloween samplers is because Jenny's samplers can have a little bit of variation. I've gotten multiple in the past, and typically I get the majority of the blends are the same, but you might get like 1 or 2, 3, 4, possible differences within the bags. So the Halloween samplers were $24 each for 1 pound of wax, which is about 16 ounces. She described it as basically comprised of various blends and fun shapes, all Halloween and fall inspired. Does she say anything else? That's pretty much all she said. She had a limit of 200 available, although I think if I'm remembering correctly, during her pre-order, I think she extended that amount available maybe by like 50 or something. I love the cute little bags. It's kind of like a silky bag with the silver spider web pattern. So I already looked at everything. I got the same thing in both bags, except one blend was different from each one. So I'll go over which one was different. Otherwise, like I said, they're all the same. Some of the shapes varied, but the scents were the same. And I believe it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it was 10 items in each of my samplers. So here's the first one, Cider Lane Cookie Land Whipped Cream. This one was one of my favorites. I really like Jenny's Cider Lane blend. Oh my gosh, yes, it's so good. I love her Cider Lane. It's a really nice, sweet, pretty Cider Lane, and with that cookie land, just amazing. And it's in the fun little ghost shape. It's petite, like this is the ghost size against my hand, so probably like, you could cut it in half, maybe thirds. I love this one though. I liked almost everything pretty much, I think, in my sampler. Okay, let's do the shape. So it's a mixture of fun shapes and then some of these mini melters that kind of look about the size of the sampler or the sample you usually get in your orders. That's kind of the size of the mini melters in this Halloween sampler. So here's another shape, Falling for You, Blueberry Cheesecake, Cider Donut, and Dunk My Donut. I was super excited about this one because she showed a sneak on this one, but actually I think this is the one I'm a little iffy on. Yeah, so what I'm coming to realize, I'm thinking I like Rose Girls' Cider Lane, but I'm not sure if I like her cider donut, which is interesting because usually I do like cider donut or apple cider donut notes. But in here, I'm getting a little bit of that cider note that I don't prefer. Like, the only way I can describe it is it kind of reminds me of like olives. I'm not sure why that is. So yeah, I just don't know if I like the cider donut note, but yeah. And that's to me what comes off the strongest. Like, I really don't pick up blueberry cheesecake a lot in this blend, but I'm definitely gonna warm it and give it a try. We have Beetlejuice. This is a sample or a scent that I definitely remember getting in my Halloween sampler that I got last year, and I really liked it. It's like a citrusy, oh, it's so good. It smells like a citrusy like candy or like a orange starburst kind of a scent to me. It's very bright, tangy, tart. It's really good. So that's what it looks like. We've got some teeth shaped. Again, kind of small. You could maybe melt the whole thing, maybe cut it in half. We have Midnight Lace, Bergamot, Lavender Moss, Sandalwood, and Vanilla Lace. So that's the notes, and it's a cute little like jack-o'-lantern with a little witch's hat on it. Again, kind of a petite little shape, so maybe cut it in half. This one I remember liking. Ooh, it's so pretty. It kind of actually to me comes off as a little bit of a fresh blend. But with like the vanilla lace, sandalwood, bergamot, it could kind of come off as like a little body care leaning, but I don't know, something about it. Maybe the lavender moss makes it lean a little fresh as well. It's pretty. I think this one's really, really nice. I think it'll be a good bathroom blend. We have Boo's Spooky Hassle. So if I remember correctly, I think this is one of the Mario Melters blends, and I love it. I love Booberry. So this is Booberry, Vanilla Crunch Donuts, and Monster Cookies. A super adorable ghost shape. This is one of the larger shapes that was in the Halloween sampler. You could probably cut it in thirds, maybe fourths, because it's kind of thick. I just love it. Look at those eyelashes. Oh, it's just one of my favorites. I just really, really like Booberry, and I love her Vanilla Crunch Donuts. So definitely one of my favorites in the sampler. I've had this in the past. I really, really like it. And then the other kind of spooky Halloween shape is Back from the Grave, Cedar, Pine, Bonfire, and Sandalwood. Okay, this might be another one that I was a little iffy on because of the bonfire, but I can't remember. Yeah, this one, because of like the Cedar, Pine, Bonfire, I get the tiniest bit of like maybe a little bit of like a musty kind of a note. I think it's from the bonfire note, and then I pick up sandalwood pretty strong, which sandalwood in vendor wax isn't my favorite. So this is another one that's like a little iffy, but I'll probably warm it in like the bathroom warmers. Look at that detailed like creepy zombie face. But yeah, it's a little interesting, but maybe it'll be better when I go to warm it. You know, sometimes that happens. You never know with samplers. You get a few, you know, you might get a few that aren't exactly your preference, but I feel like that's the fun thing about samplers, because it kind of like pushes you outside of just your normal like comfort zone scents. And then the rest of them, 4 of them, are in the mini melter size. Like I said, kind of comparable to the sample size you get in your orders. This one is apple fritter donut holes. I want to say I've maybe had this one before. It's really nice. It's a nice like warm apple bakery kind of a scent. I think it's good. Tiny bit light on cold, but I think it's really pretty. Perfect for the fall time. Poison apple Twinkies, Macintosh apples, coconut cream filled Twinkies. And yeah, it's really pretty. It's honestly a really good combination of the Mac apple and the coconut. I'm not quite sure about like the cream filled Twinkies. I'm not sure if I'm like pinpointing that note exactly, but I can get a bit of the apples and I can get a bit of the coconut. Like I don't think the Macintosh apple overpowers the coconut or anything like that. So this is an interesting blend. I don't know if I've ever had an apple and coconut blend before. Oatmeal cookies with Ghoul Friends. So I love her Ghoul Friends blend. I don't think I've ever had it mixed with oatmeal cookies. I know her oatmeal cookies leans a little on the spicy side, so let's see. Ooh. I feel like mixed with Ghoul Friends, it's actually a really good combination. The oatmeal's not too spicy and overpowering. Yeah, that's pretty. I really do feel like it's a good blend. I think the Ghoul Friends tones down the oatmeal cookies like spiciness, and you can get a little bit of that like pumpkin sugar donut, so really nice. And then the last one in this sampler is Hocus Pocus Punch. Plum, apple, raspberry, and lime slushy. And it smells like a candy bag. I mean, it's a tart scent. I would say I'm thinking it's the lime slushy that I'm picking up the most. Not quite sure about plum, not quite sure about raspberry. If there is raspberry, it's definitely a fruity. I don't think it comes off floral or body care leaning, but the lime slushy, it's like tart. So I bet this will be a good performer. I bet this will be nice in like the kitchen because the lime citrus tart kind of scents remind me of kitchen scents a little bit. All right, so then I got the exact same thing in my second sampler. Let me just dump it out so I can double check. So there was one thing that varied, which was one of these mini melter bags, and Hocus Pocus Punch. I'm just trying to see which one it was. This one. Okay. So in this sampler, I got the apple fritter donut holes. I didn't get that one in my second bag, but the one that I did get is Ooey Gooey Pears. Otherwise, like I said, all the other blends were the same, so I won't go through them again. But this one is Ooey Gooey Pears, which I think is a caramel and pear scent. And it's like very sweet. I mean, I get the fruity pear note, but it's like really sugary sweet. And I think it's a caramel note. It's good. I don't know if I'd purchase like a whole bag of mini melters. I'm very curious to see how this one does. It's very like sugary sweet, not like bakery sweet, but like sugary candy sweet. So everything else was the same, except like shapes might have varied. Like in this one I got a little bat, whereas this one was a little ghost, but super fun. I'm a big fan, honestly, of Rose Girl samplers. I think they're really fun. I love all the different scents you get to try out. And I think it is fun. You get variation. I feel like that's a good like business move kind of, because it makes people want to buy more than one, because you might get like different blends in each, you know what I mean? So I feel like usually I would get two, especially as well, like if you have a lot of warmers, you might want to get two, because odds are you'll get a few of the same blends and then you can spread it out throughout like your warmers a little bit more. But yes, and I always love the cute bags they come with. So then let's go on to my mini melters that I got. I think I got 5 bags with 2 of the blends that I got 2 of. So let's just go through that one first. I got 2 Pumpkin Pecan Waffles birthday cake. It's one of my favorite blends from Rose Girls. It's so good. I already have this in my collection, so now I think I'll pull that out and start using the ones that are in my collection, because now I have some backups. Before I get too far into the mini melters, they are 6 ounces for $9 each. So love this. And it looks like all of these have the scent notes on them. Oh my gosh, this is just so amazing. It's like one of my favorite blends, seriously. So simple, but so good. If you love pumpkin pecan waffles, you just absolutely love this blend. I got the blend called Resting Witch Face. I think this was in one of her ready to ships prior to this pre-order, and it sold out pretty quickly, I think. Apple, pumpkin, marshmallow, and baked zucchini bread. some of the fun colors. And I like this. I like all of them. This one's probably my least favorite, only because it's not like super, super crazy unique. I feel like you get some baking spices. Maybe that's coming from like the pumpkin. I don't think the apple is very strong at all in this one. It's good, not overly sweet. I think this would be good on its own, or maybe good as like a blender. But yeah, just, I mean, a perfect scent for fall. I am adding to my fall wax collection, I guess, because of this pre-order that I kind of forgot about a little bit. But yeah, that one's good. Just, you know, your typical kind of a fall blend. And then all the rest I love. So this one's Christmas Wish Cotton Candy Frosting and Marshmallow Smoothie. And Christmas Wish I looked up on the Facebook page, and it is pine and sugar cookies. So I thought this one would be a great one to kind of start. I mean, I do have some Christmas holiday wax already in my collection, but to kind of like add to that a little bit. Because it's so heavy on like the bakery sweet notes, I didn't think the pine would be like too tree-like, too overpowering. And I remember smelling this, really liking it. So this might be one I maybe go for another bag if I do the RTS. Oh my gosh, I really, really like it. You get the tiniest bit of the pine, but it's not overpowering. It's definitely not the strongest note in the blend. There's so much sweetness. Like, I think the cotton candy frosting and marshmallow smoothie is actually like really, really strong, with like a little like hint of the pine in the background, but it's just enough that it kind of like feels like it'll be a good like late November, early December kind of a scent to like kick off the holiday season warming. I really like it. It's very sweet. There's a lot of sweetness in here, so you do have to like the sweet cotton candy marshmallow kind of scents. But yeah, it's pretty. I really, really like this one. We have Frosted Blueberry Hill. This is blueberry Booberry cereal, strawberry Frankenberry cereal, and cotton candy frosting. I love Booberry. That's probably my favorite of the like cereal notes. Booberry, and then Fruit Loops is probably like second. I feel like Booberry is not as common as Fruit Loops is like in cereal sense, but I do love Booberry. If I see it, I usually grab it. Oh, it's so pretty. I feel like I smell the Booberry strongest, but I feel like maybe a little bit of strawberry in there too from the Frankenberry. Those are definitely like the strongest in there, Booberry and Frankenberry, and then cotton candy frosting just probably adding some extra sweetness, but I really, really like it. And then the last one I have, so it's probably a kind of a quick video, is Sweet Pumpkin Pie, Cider Lane, and Marshmallow Smoothie. I loved this one too. I would definitely, if I end up doing the RTS, go in for another bag of this blend as well. Like I said, I really like Jenny's Cider Lane, so this one was super pretty. I really, really like it. And the funny thing is, like, I do feel like it's stronger from when I smelled it on Monday. Because when I smelled it the day I got this order in, I thought number one, I was getting the Cider Lane. And again, it's that really pretty, like, sweet appley cider. I do smell Cider Lane too, but I'm feeling like I'm getting more of the Sweet Pumpkin Pie this time around when I'm smelling it again. It is a really pretty blend. I would say out of this one, this pumpkin and apple kind of blend versus this apple and pumpkin, the Resting Witch Face, I do prefer this one a little bit better, the Sweet Pumpkin Pie, Cider Lane, and Marshmallow Smoothie. But they're both good. Both will be amazing fall time scents. Oh yeah, I really like her Cider Lane though. So this one is really good. But yeah, so that was my Rose Girls pre-order haul. Not too big, but I do really like everything. I'm excited to warm it. Let me know if you guys picked up anything from the pre-order, or if you're planning to order from her RTS on, what did I say? Was it the 28th? Yes, September 28th. I don't know. I'm leaning towards probably making an order, but we will see. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna record one more video today. But yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye.